Good morning, Mr. A1. Today I'm going to present my topic, which is uh, implementation of food wastage in Malaysia. So my brand, it's what goes around comes around. It's so what does uh, this brand is all about? It's about a non-profit organization that helps to reduce food waste, thereby reducing hunger and improving the environment, and also helping the needy people. So my logo, the upper part, the hand, shows that the person is throwing away the food. Then you can see the food being thrown away. Then after that, the hand below shows that the person is actually helping to reduce food wastage, and then such as cooking for the poor and hungry people. Like they reuse the food untouched. They reuse the untouched food. So what goes around comes around. Vision is to encourage Malaysians to highly use unmarketable food by giving education and awareness campaigns to the public, and so that they will be aware of this food wastage and how they will have a positive effect if they manage to reduce food wastage in Malaysia. So the implementation of reducing food wastage in Malaysia, the issues are that it is the rise is it's becoming a global issue, and also especially in Malaysia, it has been a rise, and you can see the statistics imply that 1/3 of the edible food meant for human consumption is being thrown away globally, and then roughly 1.3 billion tons each year. So the food waste has been a worldwide concern to several decades, but this is a problem. For Malaysia to have a increasing amount of food waste in these recent years. So yeah, the food waste will be dumped at landfills every day in Malaysia. So this goal is to study and to provide the basic information of knowledge and involvement level and their interaction in food waste prevention among households in Malaysia. So there are still laws being implemented. So according to Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Aziz Wan Ismail, she said that the new law on food wastage will be formulated once the study is completed. So then they'll impose fines to restaurants, hotels, like wherever cooking business they have. If they have they'll set a minimum of food to be thrown away. So other than that, the government will oversee the food surplus, such as bread, vegetables, and fruits that are acquired from the supermarkets. That this unwanted food will be given to the needy and to the hungry people instead. So this new law that will be soon implemented looks like it'll give a good help to the food wastage in Malaysia. That's why we need to stop our habit of wasting food in the society. So analyzing of reduction towards sustainable food waste management in Malaysia. Analysis of reduction towards sustainable food waste management in Malaysia. So first we have to spread the consumer environment awareness, knowledge about food, and knowledge about food wastage effects, and then policy on household food waste management, their cooking behavior, food waste separation, composing food waste, and also their eating behavior. So how countries are dealing with food waste? So in Malaysia, laws is still being formulated and implemented, and selling surplus food and giving the surplus food to the needy, like I said above. So statistics of the food waste in Malaysia. So according to the Solid Waste Management and Public Cleansing Corporation, so by around 2020, the total amount of food waste can be filled up with like 16 of Twin Towers. That's a lot. Another interesting fact that Malaysian waste about 16,680 tons of food per day, an amount that can easily feed around 2.2 million people 3 times a day. So like we know that that's a lot of food, like 16 Twin Towers per day. So here's a table of food wastage in Malaysia for the 2019 only. So here are the types of waste. So we have the produce, dairy, grocery, bakery, and frozen types. So you can see the produce type, it's 71, like it's quite high. So what's in the news? So according to the CNA news, what a waste. Malaysia struggles with excess food. So actually all the food that goes to the landfill, it talks about the food that goes to the landfill. It's usually by the domestic waste, which is like from the house, like from whatever house you throw stuff. And then also the food waste from pasar malams that you cannot finish, and also festive seasons and festive gatherings, the food that you cannot finish also. And lastly is the waste from food courts, and then comes food from the beverage sector, means like restaurants and hotels. So next, according to the Malaysian Reserve news, it talks about necessity, like ways to rescue unwanted food. So people in Malaysia have spent excessive purchase of food on food, like they buy too much and then preparing more food than necessary, and then they are very hypersensitivity to the expiry date, means they, like you see this is gonna expire in 2 days, then you throw, but even though it's gonna expire in another 2 more days, you still can eat it in 2 days, but you decided to throw it because you thought it's expiring soon. Then also being fussy with food means you don't really like this food, that's why you don't eat it. And increasing food purchases. Types of implementation. So here are a few types of ways to reduce, such as practicing 3Rs, such as reduce, recover, and recycle. So now we know that food waste comes from houses, restaurants, and other festive bazaar stuff. So first we have to reduce. So reduce wastage begins with a smart menu planning and purchasing. Like buy whatever you need and eat wherever you can. And then recover. Um, um, there are numerous options for recovering that what would be wasted food. Their effectiveness varies depending on location and regulatory barriers. And lastly is recycle, um, like composting and livestock feed is the hot topic in preventing food prevention. Like we shouldn't kill stuff and then we don't eat it, then it'll be wasted. So the second way is to be smart and also shop smart. Most people tend to buy food more than they need. Although buying in bulk may be convenient, but then this will lead to more food wastage. So try to avoid buying more food than what you need. Instead, make frequent trips to the supermarket, then buying one bulk just for that 1 week. Um, so the third point will be always remember to always keep your serving size in check. You know that Malaysia has we have a lot of food, a lot of variety, and then we love our food, and then we eat so much. Therefore, this makes us also fat, and then also produces a lot of food waste. That's why it is best to have a minimal portion size of what you want to eat, rather than getting a lot and then throw it all away if you cannot finish it. So potential benefits. So what's the benefits of reducing wasted food? You get to save money, and then you also get to reduce the methane emissions from landfills, which is the food waste, like they produce this methane gas, and also conserve energy and resources by preventing pollution from growing, manufacturing, transporting, and selling. Like it will be lesser, and also donating untouched food to the needy and to the poor. So yeah, it helps a lot. So in conclusion, Malaysia faces the challenge to provide food security, food safety, and sustainable development in agriculture sector. Yet, more than 1/3 of the food produced today is lost or wasted. So in order to meet the challenge of constructing a sustainable food supply, it requires everyone's involvement along the food supply chain. And then including policy making, food producers and suppliers and consumers. So actually we should all take note, and if we want our earth to be healthy and clean, we should also start by helping a bit, so that our next generation will also get to enjoy and live a healthy life too. So thank you.